One problem today in society is men's mental health. Men's mental health doesn't have a lot of light shined on it because, you know, the slogan is we're men, we can get through anything. Men are supposed to be strong, independent, and don't need anybody because we're men. But that's what we're wrong. There are many things that happen to men that we do not talk about. And men usually hold in their stress because of the fact that we have nowhere to go to. We can't go anywhere to talk about our feelings. We can go to therapists, but if we go to therapists, we'll be considered as weak, weak-minded, not strong, ill-willed, if you may please. But there are just many things that happen to men that we don't talk about. And one of those things is men's mental health. Men are 3 times more likely to die by suicide more than women, just because of the fact that we can't talk about our problems. Because if we do, society will make us seem weak. And there are many people that want men to open up to them, but we can't trust them. It's like in a sense, men, it's pretty much hard to speak about because men, in a sense, can't really speak on how they feel about anything just because of the fact that the way society has made it. As men, when we fall down, we're expected to get right back up. But it makes it feel like men, it's not okay. It's not okay for men to have feelings at all. It's not okay for men to cry. And that's the problem. And I really feel like that's where the men's mental health portion comes in as a whole. 6 million men are affected by depression. The depression comes from men's mental health. 79% of 38,364 die by suicide at the rate of 4 times higher than women. So it's 4 times instead of 3. Mental Health America, which is MHA, pretty much accredited that statement. Men usually turn to alcohol, drugs, and all these other things just to cope with their feelings instead of speaking about it, because it's made it seem like it's not safe to. You always have other people telling your business. When you feel like you're down and you feel like you don't have anybody to run to, what do they go to? They go to drugs, alcohol, and they abuse those things until they just can't do it anymore, until they can't, function anymore, or they just take themselves out. And it's honestly because of the fact that men's mental health has a stronghold on men, to the fact that they think that they have nowhere to run, even though that's a lie. People are willing to listen, but it's the fact that we don't want to be considered as weak. We don't want to be considered as a punk. Like, we feel like it's something wrong with sharing our feelings. We, as in men. But men's mental health is something that can, be solved by, people showing us that we are appreciated for everything that we do. Not just in relationships, but, just honestly having someone or something showing that men are appreciated in this society. Because, as men, we get blamed for a lot of things, but we never really see appreciation until it's like an election or something that we worked hard to get for, something that we did for ourselves. We don't really get that appreciation. So to honestly solve the problem, more appreciation, maybe health checks with men. Health checks will go a long way. Like, it doesn't just have to be women checking in on us or checking in on the men. Men can check in on men, like, having a health check, mental health check, saying, hey, how you doing? How you feeling today? And just, it's not really forcing men to talk, but it's, in a sense, it's if you keep asking and asking, eventually he's going to say something. So, men are quick to say no. Men are quick to say, I'm fine, I'm good. But, you keep asking and asking and asking, and you're somebody that they trust. They're definitely going to let you know that, hey, I feel this way, I feel this way. How can we fix it? This is how I feel. And, to better solve the problem, you can't judge them. You have to be subtle. You have to listen, Don't speak your piece if they're speaking, because of the fact that, they don't speak about anything. And the fact that somebody's actually speaking about it is a blessing in its own. But I feel like that's how you can fix the problem. Mental health checks and just talking to them, communication. and just making sure everything is okay. But that's a problem in today's society that I feel that needs to be talked about, and someone needs to pretty much make a movement on it, because you have men taking themselves out over this stuff daily, and men can make it seem like they're fine, but they're really not. So yeah, that's that's my problem in society. That's what I see. That's a problem in society today.